The creator of the iconic Friends sitcom has finally broken his silence to address concerns over Matthew Perry's health, after fans expressed worry about the actor's appearance and peculiar manner of speaking in the recently concluded People's Friends interviews. But before we reveal the creator's bombshell tell-all about how Matthew Perry has been doing and what made his fans worry in the first place, first make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel with the notifications turned on, so you won't miss any of our next videos. So let's begin. The Friends reunion special gave fans a lot to discuss and mull about over one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time. Just when we thought we knew everything about the 6 main characters of the show, we got revelations like Ross and Rachel, actors Jen Aniston and David Schwimmer having feelings for each other while filming the series. But something that really worried fans of the ever-reliable, if not slightly corny, Chandler Bing was that he appeared to have slurred speech in some of the parts of the People's Friends interviews. Not everyone knows that Matthew Perry actually famously battled addiction issues throughout his time on the show, but fans are now worried that he might have relapsed somewhere along the way after getting it together in rehab. He also said something in the reunion show that tugged on the heartstrings of many fans and opened their eyes to the reality behind the comedy shows we all love. He opened up about having extreme anxiety related to the character he played in the series. He said that he felt like he would pass away if he dropped a joke, and the audience didn't laugh. Matthew added that he would sweat and shake whenever he felt like he wasn't living up to the character of Chandler, who is supposed to be the funny one in the group. If nothing else, obviously concerned, Lisa Kudrow slightly scolded Matthew for not telling the rest of the cast what he was going through. After all, they weren't just friends in the show. Viewers expressed their sadness about what Perry went through and possibly what he's still going through now that's making his speech slur every now and then. One fan wrote on Twitter, "Watching Friends reunion and revealing Matthew Perry's anxiety over his craft or comedy, which makes me sad, but also hopeful that he has overcome his demons." Another one said, "One thing that made me sad watching the Friends reunion was seeing how unhappy Matthew Perry looked. Chandler is my all-time favorite TV show character, and to see the man who played the character like that really breaks my heart. I hope he's okay." Other fans are coming to his side, explaining that addiction and recovery often change our body and that it's distasteful to comment on someone's body or behavior when they've been through so much. One fan wrote, "It's really disheartening whenever Friends is brought up and people feel the need to talk shit about Matthew Perry's appearance. He's struggled with addiction and has been through so much, while y'all are so concerned about his looks when you should just be grateful he's still alive." Even those who aren't avid Friends fans chimed in, "I have zero interest in the Friends reunion. Happy many are excited though, but those shaming Matthew Perry's appearance, speech, etc. last night need to F all the way off. Dude had a massive battle with addiction and is still here, alive, making this happen for you. Be grateful." On YouTube, one fan wrote, "I know we were all sad about Matthew, but let's remember he has suffered a lot of health-related issues, and he has struggled with addiction. Let us all be kind and polite and remember all the funny moments he gave us through his role as Chandler. Thank you." Now, Friends executive producer Kevin Bright wanted the reunion special to make people happy, if a little bit nostalgic, but he certainly didn't want fans sick with worry about any of the cast members. So Bright took it upon himself to clear up any speculations about the state of Matthew's health and well-being by saying that he talked to the 51-year-old actor and was able to ascertain that he is indeed in a good place. As Bright told The Hollywood Reporter, "What people say is what people say. I don't have anything to say about that except it was great to see him and I think he's very funny on the show. But yes, I think he's okay. He seems stronger and better since the last time I saw him and excited about going forward." This is a great update from someone who, for so long, was an authority figure for Matthew Perry, who once admitted that his addiction got so bad at one point that he could no longer remember filming several seasons of the show. In a radio interview, he admitted that he doesn't even remember 3 years worth of work in the show. He said that somewhere between season 3 and 6, he was a little out of it, after acquiring a dependence on Vicodin following a painful jet ski accident in 1977. It's been an uphill climb for Perry. He began losing so much weight that fans noticed and worried. Back in 2002, he told people that it was never his intention to have a problem with the drug. He added, "But from the start, I liked how it made me feel, and I wanted to get more." At one point, he said he was drinking vodka by the liter and coming to work hungover. Other than this, during the shoot of the movie Serving Sarah, he suffered severe stomach pains and flew to Los Angeles to check into Marina del Rey's Daniel Freeman Hospital. In the year 2018, the actor spent 3 months recovering from surgery due to gastrointestinal perforation. During the interview, David Schwimmer alluded to Matthew's problems and all the classmates when he said, "Over the years, we've all struggled with different obstacles and challenges, and I think in those times, it's been nice to reach out and touch base and have a call." Fans have been concerned about the actor's health for a long time. They suspected he had suffered a stroke when he appeared on the Graham Norton show while promoting The End of Longing. During the interview, his mouth looked a little droopy on one side, and he spoke slowly. Luckily, Matthew has learned to seek help when he needs it over the years. The actor attended rehab twice during his run on Friends. He has since opened his own rehabilitation center for alcoholics. Speaking to Oprah Winfrey in 2003, the actor said, "What saved me was finally getting a little bit of clarity in my life and realizing that this was it. If I keep living my life this way, there isn't going to be any life. You realize you need help, so you finally ask for it." As the Post revealed last month, Perry had particular support from classmate Courtney Cox, aka Monica, as well as a sober coach who lived close to him in Malibu. Matthew Perry was also once happily engaged to literary manager Molly Hurwitz, who accompanied him to the reunion. There's no doubt that she provided a pillar of support for Perry on days when he didn't even feel like himself, but But here's the thing though, just a few days after the Friends reunion episode aired, Matthew confirmed he has split from his fiancée Molly. In a short statement, he simply said, "Sometimes things just don't work out, and this is one of them. I wish Molly the best." The pair had been dating since 2018 and got engaged in November 2020. At the time, Matthew said, "I decided to get engaged. Luckily, I happen to be dating the greatest woman on the face of the planet at this time." Naturally, this sweet new development about Matthew's love life has got fans worrying again, but the short and sweet statement post-breakup somehow tells us that he's handling the split very well. So if Matthew Perry is actually doing better than ever, what could be the reason behind his slurred speech? It was just hard to ignore at certain moments in the reunion show, especially when he said, "I stole the cookie, had the clock on it," except he pronounced stole like stole. Apparently, there was a medical reason for that, according to The Sun, who was able to confront an insider close to Perry directly about the slurred speech. Matthew showed up at the reunion and informed the staff that he had just had an emergency tooth procedure that day. The emergency dental surgery reportedly left the actor in pain, but unfortunately there wasn't any opportunity to have the shoot rescheduled, so he had to push through despite the pain. According to the insider of The Sun, obviously no one wants to film after a procedure, but it happened. The feeling was one of huge sympathy for Matthew, especially in recent days, given how people reacted online. Still, Matthew has told those around him that he is sober and there is no need to worry. What's his secret to staying on the right path then? According to Perry, it all starts from a spiritual connection with something that's bigger than oneself. He explained, "That's where the stuff of life is. As for the rest of it, I'm lucky to have a cool car and plenty of money, but if you don't have happiness inside and you don't think of others first, you will be lonely and miserable in a big house." So there you have it, Kevin Bright and an unidentified insider confirming everything we need to know, that Matthew Perry is as happy and healthy as he has always been. So let's just hope he continues to be this way in the future. He has given us a lot of fun times and great jokes to repeat in the next how many decades from his role as Chandler Bing. And despite doing a great job, he is still worried that he wasn't funny enough. Now that Friends reunion special has wrapped up, it is upon the fans of Chandler Bing to remind Matthew Perry that he indeed made us laugh real good, and that nothing would make us happier at this point than seeing him succeed and be happy in his personal life.